let's talk about 3 books that every new business owner absolutely has to read to better their life and their business. David, you go first with your first pick.
I think Influence by Robert Cialdini. That's probably one of the first books I read when I started my business. And I read it, I think, 4 times now, 3 or 4 times. It basically just takes you through how to influence people, how to defend against people trying to influence you. Things like social proof. It kind of the law of reciprocity is a big one. So if you give someone something, they want to give something back. It's kind of a very natural thing. As an example, has anyone ever bought you a Christmas gift?
Yep.
And you've not bought them one? How bad do you feel? It's like horrendous.
Yeah.
We have emergency Christmas gifts like wrapped up at Christmas just in case someone comes around, because it's like I don't want to have that dynamic of, oh, you've bought me something but I've got nothing for you. So you learn things like that, and it just transforms how you think about business. For me, it's and the more you kind of go through your business, the more you can apply it, and the more you kind of experience you get. When you read the book again, you find different ways to kind of put it into your business and use it. So I'd say that's a book everyone has to read, probably multiple times.
Cool. I'll go next. I'll go with the book Ready, Fire, Aim. So the description is pretty much in the title. The whole idea of this is basically taking action and then kind of figuring out the logistics of things later on. The whole concept of the book is about basically selling first. We talked about this in one of the previous episodes, but this book does a really good job of kind of highlighting how even massive organizations, really, really big billion-dollar corporations, will go out and still not actually focus on sales first. They'll go through HR processes and all this different type of bureaucratic stuff and red tape and all of that before they just have to make one little change on a website, for example. And obviously this is really unproductive. So the whole aim of the book is keeping you focused on making sure you focus on actually selling the product first. And that applies to any type of business, whether you're just starting out. Specifically, if you are just starting out, it's literally the most important thing is to go and generate sales. But if you're growing and you're kind of scaling up, it's equally just important. Like right now in our business, we all have to constantly remind ourselves that we want to do all these new things. The business is growing, got to put all these new processes into place. But the focus of our business is let's go and get more customers into our product. So that's my one. You got another one, David?
Yeah, I recently finished the 48 Laws of Power, and it's really interesting because it's kind of it's 48 different kind of stories and every single one shows you how to kind of obtain or keep hold of power in a situation. And the book's actually, it's kind of like, if you apply it that way, it's quite dark. And I guess like the words like manipulative, but what it was written for initially was to defend against it. So if someone's trying to, obtain power over you, it's a way to try and understand what they're doing and why you feel that way, and kind of defend against it. But it's very interesting because it can be applied to business in so many ways. It can be applied to kind of sales negotiations, to managing people. It's just a very interesting book and I think quite thought-provoking. So I'd say that's something I would definitely kind of read.
Awesome. So there you go. There's 3 different books. I'll throw a bonus one in there actually, which is probably a little bit sideways. But if you guys haven't read Dotcom Secrets by Russell Brunson, I'd really recommend diving into that. If you are looking at just starting your journey online, getting into digital marketing, Russell does a really good job of explaining how sales funnels and the digital marketing world can pretty much be adopted by an offline business. So that's one that I just kind of throw in. Any more extra ones you want to throw in?
No, well, there's probably more, but we'll do another episode. Yeah.
Cool. All right, guys. If you enjoyed that, make sure you subscribe and leave a comment on other books that you've listened to recently or read recently, rather, that you would recommend to other people so we can go check those out too. Cool. If you liked it, leave a comment, hit like, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next episode.